Hi dreamers and make-believers. First of all, I'd like to say that I'm coming to you from my new little space. What do you think? So I just put a little partition behind me, which I normally have behind me, but now I'm standing in this video and I'm looking at the wrong place. Sorry guys. So to continue on my whole little new area thing, basically my beautiful friend called Evie got me this amazing video camera, and it's cute and it's blue and I love it. And then I got this tripod stand just the other day, so this is my first time actually putting it all together and using it. So I'm learning where to look, and I'm learning where to stand and what backgrounds work best. Ooh. Now I would, if it was up to me, I would have a bookshelf behind me, but my bookshelf is like smaller than me and cramped unimpressibly with like loads and loads of books, and it doesn't look glorious for like a backdrop, and I'd have to sit down and then my awesome little tripod wouldn't be used, and that's just sad. So I am standing with this little partition background, and I hope you like the new arrangement. I'm hoping to one day get even better, and then I'll be able to like do the like awesome edits, where you like I put in like words and I put in like scene changes, and I can like swoosh my outfit or something. I don't know. I'm hoping to get better at like video editing at one point in my life, but for now I'm settling with like a video camera because before it was my laptop. So I'm very excited to actually have a video camera and a tripod, and I feel very professional. So this is just very exciting for me. So anyways, let's get into today's video, which is my November TBR. Now, as most of you know, if you've been watching for a while, my TBR is my TBR, but then it does change depending on my mood. But I do think I'm gonna stick to these ones because I thought about them a lot, and I asked you guys for your opinions, and I asked my followers on Instagram and Twitter, and so based on like everyone's opinions, I think these are the ones I'm gonna get into this month. So fingers crossed. Also, those of you that know, I'm getting faster at reading, but I'm not that fast at reading. So I've chosen 4 books, but I may only get through 3 books, but let's see how it goes. So the first one I'm going to read in November, I mean, I know it's already almost the middle of November, or actually maybe by the time I put this, it is the middle of November, but I've already started reading this one, and maybe by the time I put it up, I'll be finished this one, and that is City of Fallen Angels. I was going to say City of Fashionable Angels. I don't know where that came from. City of Fallen Angels, book 4 in the Mortal Instruments saga by Cassandra Clare. I'm sure many of you know it. Let me just give you a ooh. So I'm sure many of you know it. It's the Shadowhunter Chronicles, and she's written like some amazing ones that I need to get into, the Infernal Devices, and there's like what's the one with Lady Midnight? I can't remember what that one's called, but Lady Midnight's like just come out, and I really need to read that. So I really love the Mortal Instruments saga. I have the first 5 books in the Mortal Instruments saga. I do not have the last one, which is City of Heavenly Fire, because I can't find this cover version that I want. So I've seen the book, but I don't have the cover that I want. So I'm now on book 4. So I was kind of waiting to finish the saga when I had all books in the series, but now she just keeps coming out with more and more and more that I really need to read. So I thought, whatever, I'm going to read book 4 and I'm going to read book 5, and then if I don't find the cover that I want of book 6, then I will buy the new cover. But of course that means I'm gonna have to buy the whole series again, because I can't have one book with a completely different cover. That's just silly. And then one day I am gonna find the cover for this, and then I'm just gonna have 2 sets of the Mortal Instruments saga, which is fine by me. So I finally decided to go back into it. So I read the first 3, and I was like, okay, when I get book 6, when I have it all, then I'm gonna just devour them. And then of course I still don't have book 6. So I've gone to City of Fallen Angels, book 4, because I absolutely love it. I'm not going to tell you anything about it because I assume that you already know. And if you don't know, I don't want to spoil it. It's the 4th book in the series, so just get it. It involves Clary and Jace and Simon and Luke, and I'm just saying a bunch of names that you do or you don't know, but basically it's great, and I'm getting so many feels with this book. It's going a completely different way than I could have imagined, because after book 3 I actually had no idea where the saga was going, and I felt like that was like maybe a good place to stop, because I was like, okay, well that's kind of, is that done? I don't know. So, but yeah, I gotta go back to it because she's just made so many more incredible books. And then the next book that I am definitely reading in this month of November, I'm definitely reading it, is Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters. Woo! So this is the second one, as most of you know, in the Percy Jackson saga. I read The Lightning Thief in September. yeah, I read The Lightning Thief in September, and basically I've heard such great things about Rick Riordan, and I need to read it, and I need to get to all these new books, and you know, as most authors, I've heard that he just gets better and better and better with each book, so I'm really looking forward to reading Percy Jackson, and I really liked The Lightning Thief. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, and I'm looking forward to this one, and I'm sure they're just going to keep getting more and more epic, which is very exciting to me. So again, it's the second in a saga, so I'm not gonna read it and spoil it, like tell you much about it, and to be honest, I don't know much about it, but I know that it's the second in the Percy Jackson series, and I'm looking forward to seeing what adventures he's going on in this book. And based on the title, Sea of Monsters, I'm guessing he goes to the sea because he's Poseidon's son, and it's monsters. That's what I guess. And then the third book that I'm gonna read. Now this book I actually started reading a while ago, as some of you may know from watching the other videos, but I did not finish it. This book is Shadow of Tear, which is the second in the Heart of the Mirage saga, and I call it the Heart of the Mirage saga. I'm not sure what it's called, but the first book was called Heart of the Mirage, so I call it the Heart of the Mirage saga, and it's by Glenda Lark, and it's a really unique book, very unique, with like lands in a land called Tyr, and a land called, there's the Turans and there's the Cardiastans. I can't find what the land is called, but yeah, there's the Cardiastans. The Cardiastans have power, but the Tyranians kind of like are in power, like they don't have magical powers, but they're in power. And then the Cardiastans do have magic, but they're seen as like bad, and you know, no one wants to like know them outside of Cardi, because they're like, you know, you are evil and you do bad things. And so it's really interesting. Heart of the Mirage was very, very gripping. Why I started this one in October and then did not finish it is because I needed something. This is not YA, and I am a huge YA fan. And as you would have seen from my last video, my wrap-up, I read some books in October that were really good, but they did not hit the mark, you know? I needed something that really hit the mark in my heart and my soul, and I could just be like, I love this book, la, la, la. And I didn't have that feeling with those books. I mean, I really liked them, they were really good, but they did not give me that feeling. So after I read that book, the first book that I read, I can't remember which one it was, but you'll see from my last video. But after I read that book, and then I started Shadow of Tear. Shadow of Tear is really, really good, but again, because I'd read something already that didn't go, I needed something that was really gonna like mind blow me, and I knew that I love YA fantasy, so I was like, okay, Shadow of Tear is great, it's very well written, I have no complaints about it, but it was not as fast paced as YA and all that stuff that I absolutely love. So I stopped reading it, and I went to Siege and Storm, which did deliver and did get me all like rejuvenated and exactly what I wanted for my reading experience. And then I read another book, which I think was The Great Storm, and again, that was good, but didn't like go, but it was good. And so now that's why I kind of chose books that I know are going to be good. So like Mortal Instruments, I just know it's going to deliver on all fronts, and I feel like after I get my Mortal Instruments fix and my like YA fix, my fantasy fix, and then I'll be really good to go for the Shadow of Tear again, because even though it's slower and it's adult, I still really want to know what happens. I still really like the story, and I think I'll be more in the mood for it because I would have had my fix, as I said. So I'm hoping to finish Shadow of Tear this month as well. And then my little bit of ambition for November, because like I say, chances are I'm only going to read 3 books, but I'm trying to finish 4 books. Now this book I'm probably not going to finish because it's mighty thick, but so many people have told me I need to read it, and I know I need to read it. Although again, if you've seen my other videos, you know that the 3rd book left me a little hollow inside, but I think like it's been enough time that I've made my peace with it and I can read it. So that is the 4th book in the Throne of Glass saga. So that is Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas, the infamous, awesome Sarah J. Maas. So I'm really looking forward to this one, but as I said, it's quite thick, so we'll see how I go with it. I'm probably not going to finish it in November, but I can start it, and then I can finish it in December. I can't believe it's December next month. What is happening to 2016? Wow. Okay, anyways, so yeah, I'm sure I can finish it in December. I'll definitely finish it before the new year, let's put it that way. But I'm putting it in my November TBR because I intend to go to it after Shadow of Tear. Like, in this 4-book thing, it's where I'm going next, and then I'm hoping to finish it, but I don't know if I'm going to finish it in November. But I'm going to try, but just due to the size, like, I probably won't, knowing myself, but I'm gonna try. I am reading a lot more, although I am writing a lot more, so I'm gonna try to fit it into my schedule because of course I work during the day as well. But if I can, I would love to read Queen of Shadows, the 4th book in the saga. Like I said, the 3rd book left me a little hollow because of the whole obviously I'm not gonna spoil it, but because of an introduction of somebody that seems to be doing something that I don't want him to do, and I've heard things through the grapevine that some ships that I've been shipping are not gonna work out, and I was just not happy about that. But I've come down and I'm ready to continue with the journey. And there was some new characters in book 3, and I couldn't decide if I like them or not, but I feel like I like them now after I've had time to recover from their introduction and just, yeah, wrap my head around the whole thing. I think I'm good. I think I can get through Queen of Shadows now. I'm ready. And plus I got Empire of Storms, which again, most of you may know from my Instagram especially. I was very excited to get that. So yeah, I figured like I've got Empire of Storms, so I have to read this so I can read Empire of Storms. And it's Sarah J Maas. I mean, I gotta read all her books. She's gonna be epic. I know it's gonna be epic. I'm ready for it. So yeah, so those are my 4 beautiful reads, or planned reads for November. So that is Queen of Shadows, book 4 in the epic Throne of Glass saga. That is Shadow of Tyr, the 2nd in the Heart of the Mirage saga, or what I'm calling the Heart of the Mirage saga. Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters, the 2nd in Rick Riordan's epic saga of Percy Jackson, which I really need to read because I think there's like 7 books, and then there's all these new ones that he's doing. And of course, book 4 in the Mortal Instruments saga. And based on how I'm feeling about it right now, because I've obviously started reading it, I'm going to read book 5 very, very soon too. So anyways, I hope you guys have had a fantastic week. And for those of you that don't know, I am hosting an epic giveaway, and the links are down below. It is basically if you read At Water's Edge, which you can get for free by subscribing to my newsletter, which I will also link below. You can get it for free. And then if you read At Water's Edge and review it by December 1st on Amazon and put, okay, it sounds so steppy. It's not that steppy, but it sounds like it has so many steps. But basically, read At Water's Edge and review it on Amazon, and then post the link of your review in this group on Facebook so that I can see it. And then it doesn't matter what you rate it, I want an honest review, and then whatever it is, you go into the drawer to win an epic book box collection. It's got signed copies of books 1 and 2 in the Water Rushes saga, which is my saga. It's also got candles, it's got necklaces, it's got tote bags, it's got potions, and it's got more that I don't want to tell you because it's a surprise. But yeah, so if you haven't already got your copy of At Water's Edge, you can get it for free. And then yeah, and then enter this giveaway and enter the drawer to win awesomeness. Awesome fun stuff that I would love to read. So I hope you've had a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!